Hello everyone, Darcinovia here once again. This is the first time I've reviewed a comic in ages regarding Star Wars. After my last review about a year ago at this point, with the comic series Vector, I started to record my Star Wars reviews, doing my audio, and just showing some images. Well, this is the reason it took so long for me to start doing the comics again, because I didn't know if people actually wanted me to review it in the format like I do my Team NT reviews, and call this lazy. I'm just going to show you some images here and there because I don't know how this is going to turn out. If I talk about good or bad artwork, I'll just show you examples from various panels in here. The comic I'm talking about this time, I'm talking about 3 issues. The first of which is a story arc, which is 2 issues, which is a follow-up to a story arc that Zane was, following back in the storyline where he was on Terrace. Now, it's been a while since I've read this comic, obviously. So if I get a few details wrong, that's the reason why. Zane and his friends follow up on a tip from one of the people that he encountered in the previous arc, I Don't Count Vector. And we finally see the plot progress. Now, he runs into natives that weren't a fan of him going inside their temple. Now, this issue, I felt like it was pretty good, the arc as a whole. It was short. It was, it was a fun little mini arc. And it exposed Lucian's, one of his lackeys. He dies here and the natives kill him. On this arc is, I think it's a pretty good, mini arc to, relieve the tension that we've gotten in the previous arcs. Honestly, it was decent. I mean, it wasn't anything mind-blowing. I mean, I thought the arc before this one was better. I feel like it's just setting up a future arc, which is Vindication, which is a storyline that the comics have been building up to. And speaking of Vindication, the comic that came after this, issue 31, is essentially a prelude to that particular comic. Now, unlike the mini arc that comes before this issue, the artwork is meh. That's the thing I've been noticing about this comic series. It's unfortunate. There are times you have really good artwork, and there's times you have this. I really wish, this comic, got a better team, because the stories are good for the most part in Knights of the Old Republic comic books. It's just the artwork, it could use some work. Now, you see more of Alec in this issue, and you see everyone's favorite Jedi Council member from Knights of the Old Republic, Master Roke. The guy that you basically want to kill, but you can't. At least in the first Knights of the Old Republic game. And the end of this issue basically ends in a cliffhanger, which, as far as setup issues go, and how this sets up, the next big storyline in Knights of the Old Republic, I think it's a good, signal issue that sets up the actual event that people like me have been waiting to read for a while. So, I'm going to end my review with this. The first 2 comics, I would say they are good. I think they're a fun little short adventure before the next big storyline, and the comic after it is essentially a prelude to another story. So I will leave off and say may the force be with you. See you guys next time with the next story arc of Knights of the Old Republic. Later, and may the force be with you always.